Hey guys, this is Will from the Running Injury Free Revolution. So for this video I'm just going to be talking about the physical elements and the physiological ailments and how this impacts upon performance as a runner. I'm basically just going to draw it down into three areas that I find to be probably the most important areas in terms of the physiology as a runner and also movement. So those three things would be cardiovascular fitness, the second one would be our lactate threshold, and the third one would be economy of movement. So in terms of breaking those down, basically cardiovascular fitness, that's referring to, the strength of our heart, our ability to pump blood around the body and supply oxygen-enriched blood to the working muscles to allow us to move. So as we get fitter, our heart will get stronger. Things like our cardiac output, our stroke volume will increase, and we will increase the levels of hemoglobin in our blood, which obviously carries that oxygen to supply it to the muscles. And we also improve our muscles' ability to metabolize. So it will metabolize quicker and our body will be able to last for longer in more extreme and demanding conditions. A lactate threshold, runners have a point of inflection. So when they run, they can improve and work harder and harder to a point whereby lactate will start to onset. So at this point, this is when we can't meet that demand of oxygen or energy in order to maintain our performance. At that point, lactate will start to be produced, and that's when performance will deteriorate as we start to stiffen. So as we get fitter as a runner as well, our metabolizing properties will enable us to increase this point, and runners will also, as they get experience, find it comfortable being able to know where that point is and be able to run just below that point. But as I say, that comes with experience and doing various races. The third important area really is economy of movement. If you can move efficiently, it means you don't have to increase those demands as you run. So from a cardiovascular perspective and a physiological perspective, it means that we don't put our body under great extremes. If you can understand how to move efficiently, then that demand for cardiovascular and our lactate threshold won't be as extreme. I find this is the most important area for me, and for the best runners in the world, when you see them run, they're very, very relaxed and they don't require very much muscular contraction and power at all. When you see that, basically a runner isn't working as hard and that demand isn't as great. In order to achieve that, you have to be able to have natural initiation of movement and not rely on muscular contraction, pushing, pulling and using power. Creating movement using gravity and by using your body position to create that. So there are my three main points for today, guys. Basically, if I was to give you one important thing to think about, that would be understanding how your body moves. We've got many videos on how to create movement using gravity, and one particular one that emphasizes the tipping point. So if you can enable yourself to be able to produce movement naturally, and you start to, as well as that, get fitter as a runner and as an individual, improving that cardiovascular fitness and your lactate threshold, everything else will come together and you'll start to find your running performance goes through the roof. So this is Will from the Running Injury Free Revolution. Check out more videos at www.rifrev.com.